Let's go.
Dire team ban.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Ontario eSports series. This is the final in between Mainton and Jig. This is the score is currently 1-1. Draft is underway. I'm joined here with Senji and Frugas. How are you doing, Frugas? I know you cannot answer me, but I'm sure you're doing great. And what about you, Senji?
Doing pretty good. Doing as well as Frugos.
Are you excited about that one? I think that the fact that Jig won the game, tied it up the series, is pretty much the best scenario for the viewers. But let's see how well. Let's see what is gonna be the outcome of this game.
So is this like the last game, or does the series reset if Jig takes it or something like that?
What?
Like, does the series reset? Like,
yeah, no, this is over. This is the winning.
Alright, paying for all the monies.
Yeah, this is for the 700 and then the 200 for the second place. And as for their ban, we're gonna have Undying and Tuskar, pretty legit ban. We saw during this tournament what they did. They were amazing together, and even not together, just Undying in the early phase is so amazing.
And the Tuskar support, just being able to like bring all your friends with you for the initiation.
Radiant team ban.
My intent banning up the Shadow Fiend next.
I mean, and there's gonna be the Leshrek ban afterwards, and we're gonna see what my intents go for. I think they take the Bloodseeker every single time, and now Queen of Pain is actually gonna make it. They didn't make it so far in the final, but Mainton, they're gonna get it. Such a strong hero, strong ultimate, and strong laning phase all around. And we're gonna see if Jig actually decide to go for the Bloodseeker. I haven't seen really them run it the Bloodseeker a lot, so maybe that's gonna, if they don't pick it, that's gonna give an opportunity for Mainton to go for Queen of Pain and both Bloodseeker in the same team. And the amount of pure damage you get from that, those two heroes together would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, and Chicken MC played a really great Bloodseeker last game too.
Oh yeah.
Like the lane matchup that was unfavorable for him, like he was able to pull it back still. So give Chicken MC the Bloodseeker in the safe lane. Maybe that extra farm is gonna be what takes him to win this game.
Oh my, and I do actually like the combo, the easy combo picked by Jig. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember exactly who on their team played the Clockwork in the Dota Elite Series back then, 2 weeks ago, but he played an amazing Clockwork. So we're gonna see that another all-around Clockwork and Scarlet Mage together. If you do get the hook into Cogs and plus Silence and Mystic Flare, few heroes actually live through that combo. And we're gonna see if Mainton decide to go for the Bloodseeker. Do you think they're gonna go for it against the Clockwork?
Dire team ban.
So it looks like they actually go for the Bloodseeker. I mean, I'm not really surprised. Chicken MC played an amazing Bloodseeker all the time they picked him.
Yeah, and like especially now if they could give that Bloodseeker to safe lane, like you gotta keep in mind, in that last game Bloodseeker had half of the CS that Lina had, but he was still able to have that much impact. And he was so hard for them to kill. Like Lina would commit Laguna Blades, but he still wouldn't be able to pick them off.
Team ban.
Yeah, but Lina played amazing too last game too. She was really on top of the farm, always doing rotation, and that's pretty much all Jig had to do. Just get a pick-off push, and Lina I think is one of the strongest heroes to do it. Jig is actually gonna pick the Earthshaker. I think they have an amazing amount of damage and lockdown here, and it's pretty much a solution against the Bloodseeker, right? Making sure that it doesn't move is the option here.
Yeah, and well, I think they need to deny this back to the Earthshaker again. He played a really great Earthshaker. Like,
and there's gonna be so it looks like we're gonna be either seeing some funky lane or aggressive trial coming the way of my intent. And actually I believe that the Jig defensive trial is pretty good, and that does leave Juggernaut once again into the pool, and could be definitely a viable option for them if they do want to go for it once again.
Well, my intent might run the Queen of Pain off lane, safe lane the Gyro and put the Bloodseeker in the...
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I guess that could work.
5 seconds remaining.
But is she gonna be alright against Carrot or Chicker? I guess she's A-okay.
Reserve time.
I don't know. Like Queen of Pain against Skyrath wins, right? Because
Yeah.
like, Earthshaker gets a long range stun, Skyrat's gonna put on that like
Arcane Bolt.
No, the ancient
Ancient Seal, yeah.
and then they
she's
can just beat her up, right?
Yeah, I mean, just fish her into Arcane Bolt, and you just do so much damage to the offlaner. Just gonna force him to either like pop the Sol or just back away, scared, forever.
Well, my intent could go for an aggro try into the Earthshaker and Skyrath, but that's really scary to aggro try into. But
I know, right? That's
it would secure some farm if they have the Bloodseeker safe lane solo and the Queen of Pain mid.
I really wonder what they're gonna pick for the carry for Mercy Please. I think that, I mean, they just picked Juggernaut in a somewhat similar scenario, and he did amazing. And you have Earthshaker and Skyrath, and Shinseal actually does amazing with Juggernaut spin. But looks like they're gonna go for the Windrunner. I guess they're keeping their option for both Windrunner in the safe lane or in the mid lane if they need to. Also, depending on their lineup, Windrunner could always go mid against the co-op, and we saw what happened earlier. She did somewhat good, I believe.
Well, technically, I think equal skill. I think Windrunner takes the advantage against the co-op because
yeah, definitely.
10 seconds remaining.
Either way, Windrunner's gonna farm. It's just power shot, right? Like if
5
co-op
seconds
puts
remaining.
the Shadow Strike and tries to harass, Windrunner just pops Windrunner, then power shots the lane, and that's the
Reserve
same farm.
time.
Yeah, definitely. We're just gonna see what kind of support they're gonna go for, and looks like they're going for the
Radiant
defensive
team
Baden. Good way to make sure to cancel either Ancient Seal or any stun by the Fisher. And overall, I do like it. I just feel that right now, my intent, they don't really have lots of mean of
10
crowd
seconds
of
remaining.
CC to CC Jig beside Rupture. Rupture does lots of damage,
Dire
making sure the
team
target
back.
doesn't move too far. But early game, I feel that they don't have that much lockdown.
Like before, yeah, like you mean before level 6, right? Because like my intent does have the call down, which we've seen do a lot
10
of work.
seconds remaining. It
It can hold everyone in place while Jigganautz tries to knock someone off.
Yeah, but the
5
thing about
seconds
if you
remaining.
just relying on slows against Earthshaker, Windrunner, Skyrat,
Reserve
Clockwork,
time.
it looks really rough.
Yeah. Well, Clockwork's gonna get his initiation either way. He's just gonna hook someone.
Yeah,
go
definitely.
in.
I guess right now with my intent, maybe they're gonna go for, I guess, I don't know what Jake's gonna go for. You know you're against an Abaddon. Juggernaut doesn't really do too bad against him. Windrunner in the safe lane. I'm just wondering what Jake could go for. I think that Jake all around, they don't really need any sort of locked pick. I think all around the early game is pretty much accurate if they do get the good initiation going and rotation.
I feel like
10
Jig
seconds
might pick
remaining.
another mid hero and put the Windrunner in the safe lane.
Yeah, I think that's
5
actually why they
seconds
picked the Windrunner, because they were like, oh, we're gonna see what they banned, what they picked. They picked the Abaddon.
Reserve time.
Now we do know what we could go for.
Yeah, I'm pretty
But
sure.
Oops, sorry. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the tri-lane. Skyrath, Earthshaker, Windrunner.
I think that's really dependent what they want to go for. If you do know that Windrunner if you do understand that Bloodseeker is mid, do you feel that Windrunner beats Bloodseeker in mid? I think that she does amazing against him.
I think so too, but I don't know. The variable is too high. Like, who they're gonna put mid, right?
I think they're just gonna pick their Viper. No, so they're gonna go Dragon Knight.
Dire
Dragon Knight
team.
versus Bloodseeker mid. That sounds interesting. I think we're closer to the 50-50 matchup than the Windrunner versus Bloodseeker. But at the same time,
I think that's what Jig will go for. Like, if it's like Dragon Knight and Bloodseeker are both heroes that usually don't hold well against like Queen of Pain, Windrunner in the mid lane. Put them against each other, they're both gonna get the farm they want. So Dragon Knight's gonna get big fast, but so is the
10
Bloodseeker.
seconds remaining.
So I guess like Jig is willing to go for that trade. They believe their Dragon Knight is gonna
5
come
seconds remaining.
oh, definitely, and their trialing with the Windrunner Earthshaker's Carrot is
Reserve
cancerous, to say the least.
up. That's a lot of CC, like Shackle, Fissure, Ancient Seal, and the Concussive Shot. Like, they're gonna be picking off kills, but if Queen of Pain is offlane, they're gonna need to put that.
Oh man, I knew it. I knew it would be Rubik. I knew it. I mean, Rubik was the most sense you could have because they really lack crowd control, right? So Rubik level 6 with the ultimate does have the extra possibility to get another
Prepare for
lockdown to the
battle.
Fisher or something like that.
Yeah.
It's always useful for them.
So we're gonna see Chicken MC on the Bloodseeker again, like we expected. Looks like he's playing mid again.
I mean, he played so amazing on the Bloodseeker. I don't think you want to change that at all. So we might actually see a bad Queen of Pain in the offlane.
Yeah, I think they need to. Like, the moment Queen of Pain gets silenced, stunned, or anything, Abaddon just needs to save her.
Yeah, and that's gonna be pretty good. Abaddon won't get too much experience, but he should definitely make sure that Quops never dies in the offlane.
And that's the main thing. Quap needs to get her level 6 as safely and long as possible. They're gonna run right into each other bottom.
Just gonna scout, maybe bait the
30
fact that
seconds
they
to
might
battle.
think that they warded here and actually Skyrat. Oh, I cannot click again. Oh my, once again. Bit of engagement in the bot rune. Skyrat is establishing dominance with his Arcane Bolt.
Skyrock knows what he wants. He wants
Clockwork is gonna use that cog. I don't think it's gonna last enough for oh, no, they're not gonna get the rune, and that's gonna be a rune for Dragonite, a rune for Bloodseeker. Pretty much best case scenario for both mid laners. And actually, I really like how the Jigger are gonna lane this. Looks like they're gonna send the Earthshaker top lane, and that's really interesting. Oh
Wow.
my. 80% in 684? That's pretty amazing.
Well, that combo is just so strong, but looks like Omega Pona is gonna guarantee that farm for Dragonite mid.
I think that's the way to go. Because if they would have sent the Windrunner mid against Bloodseeker, they would win the lane, right? But by sending Skyrat just being an annoyance to Bloodseeker and Windrunner versus Quap in the bot lane, that's good it could get, right? I do really like how they do it. They're gonna force Abaddon to go mid. You're just gonna most likely use that shield. Make sure that Abaddon gets, Bloodseeker gets a bit of farm and... Oh, but a courier though! Oh no. That was more of a bait than everything else. And are they actually gonna get him? One more hit, he needs another. He's gonna go for it, there's gonna be the bait. Damage reduction is just not gonna be enough. Chicken MC is gonna get the kill first, and looks like Abaddon is gonna be alright. And first blood going on the way of a Bloodseeker, but still he died for red, so not too big, not too shabby for Jig. But still goes on the way of the...
Bloodseeker gets the EXP and the first blood.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's totally worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely. He totally won that engagement.
Like, he got his 4-man shield off of that.
That was a pretty nice bait with the courier, to be honest. With that Greevils. It's so sexy, I love Greevils.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I'm not a fan of Grievos, man.
I'm just a fan of whoever doesn't mind about cosmetic, because I'm pretty much fan of them. Oh, there's gonna be rotation by Lexi using the Fisher. Nowhere gonna do anything else, and you're just gonna kill one creep and get all his health back.
Well, that's the benefits of running that mid Bloodseeker.
Definitely, and Rubik snatched the top rune from the Dragonite, so he doesn't have the rune, doesn't have the bounty, and he's gonna be forced to bottle crow before the 3-minute mark, and it's pretty rough. And as for now, we're really seeing Bloodseeker totally wrecking that Dragonite in the mid lane.
Yeah, even though Bloodseeker originally had a hard time because of the Skyrat camping his mid lane, finally pulling it back, he caught him. He's pulling ahead in last hits, and he got the first blood.
Yeah, definitely. And
For all the other lanes, going a lot more passive than I thought it would be.
and like Dragonite is really like having a rough time in the mid lane. It's pretty sad, to be honest. Looks like Bloodseeker is winning that engagement. I wouldn't say 50% anymore. I'm just watching it and I'm like, oh, it's so painful for Dragonite. In the bottom lane, it's not really much happening. Just Queen of Flame using that poison, trying to harass, and
Yeah, there's just trading farm, nothing really big happening. But here comes the pause.
Do you think Jig is gonna be like, oh no, on pause?
No, I hope not.
No, I'm kidding. There was so much tension earlier, but now everything is more about playing Dota and.
After you get that first game through, like you just forget about the tension. You're just thinking about how to win the next game of Dota,
Yeah, definitely.
and that's what they should be focused on.
And Clockwork is actually doing amazing in the offlane. He's 7 and 3. He's giving lots of farm, and that's pretty much what you're looking for on a Clockwork. Because Clockwork really wants to get that ultimate as soon as possible. Because if he do gank like any lane, gank the Rubik, gank the Abaddon, because those are the easy target. Most likely gank Bloodseeker as well. It's gonna have so much impact for the early game. Just helping his Dragon Knight a bit could always be good, because right now, even though Dragon Knight is farming pretty much at the same rate as the Bloodseeker, he's getting zoned out so much.
Yeah, Dragon Knight, like he had to bottle code that last one, don't forget. So like he lost his runes. He wasn't able to do much. And look at him right now. Bloodseeker's still sitting at full mana, and full HP, and Dragon Knight low on mana, running out of regen.
One thing for sure, the bot lane from my intent is really amazing. I'd really like Abaddon co-op. I think it's like so impossible to kill them unless you go for the... Oh, but Dragon Knight is actually gonna go down to... Oh, maybe not actually. Bloodseeker is just back. I guess he was expecting a teleportation for maybe either Earthshaker. This would have been hard. The Magic, yeah, there's gonna be Shackle in the bad, and there's gonna be so much on him. He's gonna shield himself. This is gonna be enough. Looks like he's alright, but there's gonna be another Arcane Bolt. Shouldn't be quite enough. He's gonna be one right click away after it. And look, there's gonna be the power shot, but Skyrat Mage just go under tower, and he's just gonna go down. Zero armor doesn't really do stuff, and Queen of Pain trying to harass a bit, but in the end of the day.
Really wanted to secure that kill.
Yeah, and it's pretty sad because it was already secured by the Windrunner. It's a bit of misplay going under tower with zero armor. It's done the solo chain Clockwork, finding the Rubik, trying to be an annoyance. And looks like there's gonna be telekinesis into Rocket Barrage, so much Jarrett on the Gyrocopter, and there's also a Gnoming Missile and also an angry Bloodseeker just coming there with a double damage, making sir.
One hit in the face, that's all he needed.
Actually, interesting that Abaddon and Bloodseeker haven't played together in 2 years. That's pretty fun.
Well, those two heroes haven't been popular at the same time for a long time, right? Bloodseeker only coming back to competitive play now after so long.
I mean, oh, there's gonna be Fisher. There's gonna be so much, and that he's actually blocked. Great Fisher by the Earthshaker. There's gonna be blood, right? And looks like but Skyrat Mage is gonna be there, solving the deal, killing Chicken MC, and great rotation by both Earthshaker and the Scarlet Mage, getting that kill on the Bloodseeker.
Oh, no.
As for the network, the Windrunner is topping the network by 26, slightly above both Dragon Knight and Bloodseeker, and Gyrocopter falling slightly behind, but he did kill the Clockwork, so everything's going his way. Too bad I cannot click and see what his build is.
For Clockwork?
3-1-1 for Gyrocopter? Is that it?
Gyro? Let me see. Nope.
3-2.
3-2.
Okay. Oh, okay. I wonder why I cannot click. Pretty sad.
Oh no. Like as a stop.
Oh, Clockwork is gonna get in trouble, and you have to be really careful with Clockwork. Sometimes you really want to kill, but Gyrocopter, Rubik are amazing against you. It's such a good combo. You just telekinesis just away from the creep, and then Rocket Barrage does full damage. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, Earthshaker was there to get some back. They almost got Orbit out of that trade too.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Clockwork is gonna go back. Oh, but Dragon Knight, he's gonna get ruptured, but he's just straight up gonna TP back home, and not much Bloodseeker can do at this point. They do have a flying Gravel. It's amazing, dude.
The flying Gravel.
I cannot click. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, it's not a. It was not a Gravel. I'm so confused. All right, so there's gonna be Clockwork. He's gonna get out of position, but he might actually get. Oh no, nowhere near enough damage for the Gyrocopter, and quick rotation by the Queen of Pain using that poison. But Earthshaker is so tanky. Don't think she's gonna go unless he commit. But Bloodseeker for himself, he might want to go for. Looks like he's not going.
I think Bloodseeker and Dragon Knight, they just keep farming against each other mid. That's probably the best bet they have.
I mean, Dragon Knight is gonna do that because he doesn't have too much killing potential compared to the Bloodseeker with his Rupture. But it's pretty amazing for Dragon Knight, even though he suffers so much right-click damage from the Bloodseeker. He just falls back a bit and use that regen and that bottle to just make it sure. But there's gonna be rotation by the Rubik. There's gonna be Rupture. There's gonna be Telekinesis, Blood Ride, Sonic Wave, and oh my! And even Dragon Knight couldn't do anything about it. Scarlet Mage is gonna come, but cannot do anything about it. And great rotation by my intent, killing that Dragon Knight and making sure that Bloodseeker stays on top of it.
Lexi going for that Soul Ring build on the Earthshaker though. As you were talking about in the last game.
I mean, he's a support compared to Offlane though. But still, yeah, I mean, Soul Ring Tranquil Boot is really nice because you do have the extra mobility from the Tranquil Boot to set up a Fissure, and then you pretty much make sure you always have mana. Looks like Earthshaker and Clockwork are gonna try to get initiation on the Gyrocopter. He's getting pretty low, but they don't have level 6 quite yet on the Clockwork, so they cannot go just yet.
Well, the fact that they're zoning him out, getting ready for when he does get level 6.
But there's a rotation for, by the Rubik in the top lane, and roughly at the same time that Gyrocopter and Clockwork and Earthshaker are trying to get the Gyrocopter, so we're gonna see if they're gonna get this from. I abandoned picking up the Nace. I don't see anything happening with it.
Gyrocopter for its toll.
Oh. That's pretty good, and I don't. Clockwork is only is halfway through level 6, so Rubik is safe for now.
But he's still just waiting. Like the moment Clockwork gets level 6, that's when he comes online. This is when you're gonna see him running straight at everybody trying to get a hook.
I think for sure Mercy Please in the safe lane, he's doing amazing. Even though he's 1 versus 2, he's at 54 last hit. Pretty much barely missed anything at this point. Bloodseeker, is he gonna find the Dragon Knight in the jungle? I don't think he has quite enough to just kill him himself.
This
Clockwork
dropping really low too.
Clockwork should be really close from level 6. Could be really dangerous for the top lane. But at the same time, they might want a rotation or something before they actually try to dive in. Oh, there's gonna be Clockwork. He's trying to do something a bit. Try to use the cog. Not yet, nothing yet. And he is level 6 now, so if he does want to use a hook, I guess there's a possibility. Oh, there's gonna be a dive in on the Windrunner. She's gonna use teleport, and she's gonna be alright. And there's so much teleport going on the way of Jig. Bloodseeker is gonna get in trouble. There's gonna be the Fissure, and not much he can do about it. Sadly for Clockwork, he doesn't have quite yet to cast a hook shot, but
he did. He just casted his hookshot bottom.
Oh, he did? I thought he had no mana for it. Oh, that's good. Oh, Scarlet Mage finding the Gyrocopter, making sure the Dragon Knight gets the rune. Really good engagement in the way of Jig, making sure that on top of it, Windrunner didn't even die. Like, Mindton dove so hard for that kill, and they get punished heavily for it.
Yeah, Windrunner was down to 1 more hit, but they between Abaddon, Queen of Pain, and Bloodseeker, they don't have anything to stop.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's gonna be a rotation by the Gyrocopter. There's a missile, and then Dragon Knight is just not moving. I think he could just have run away. Well, he's gonna get like room for a cooldown. This is gonna be cooldown. This is gonna be Rupture. But at the same time, there's a rotation by the double shackle by the Windrunner. She's still in the hole, using that Windrun, making sure no damage on her. And oh, Mystic Flare doing so much damage. Queen of Pain is gonna do it. Bloodseeker though is gonna kill that Scarlet Mage, and Dragon Knight falls too. Windrunner is not really scared of the Bloodseeker. It looks like it. And oh my, Earthshaker is in such a weird spot. He's not gonna have. Oh, he's gonna use like just a bit before he dies, I guess.
I guess
gonna die with
damage, so they're forced to back out rather than to keep pushing.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really good engagement by my intent. I guess Clockwork was just far away in the top lane.
My intent is going for that mid tower now, but Rubik starting to drop really low.
Which again in network, it's 1,000 gold and going up the way of my intent. Nothing too strong, nothing too
no,
this
it's
is
fairly
it. But
even.
yeah.
It can go either way right now. But we're gonna see Mercy Please gonna go for an Aghanim Thresh. Already picked up the boost stick. but then in terms of items, nothing really big has come up yet. Everyone just go for little items, wand, soul, anything like that. But here comes a rupture mid.
Yeah, oh, but there's gonna be the initiation back clockwork. There's a good shot, Cox double. Oh my god, that's pretty amazing. Mystic Flare. Pretty much healing a Abaddon though. Great ulti by Queen of Fate, catching up with Dragon Knight, and we're trying to do some damage to the Gyrocopter, but they don't have enough. Windrunner trying to do some damage. He might actually kill that Gyrocopter though. Lots of damage. She's actually gonna do it, and that's gonna be 3 versus 2. Looks like Earthshaker might. Oh, there's gonna be power shot. Amazing combo by Earthshaker and Windrunner, getting that pop at the end of the fight. So what looks like some sort of good engagement by My Intent was really well played by Jig. And if we look at the goal fight recap, lots of the goal goes in the way of the Windrunner and the Earthshaker that fight.
Yeah, and that's what the Windrunner wants. She's more than halfway towards her Aghanims now. When she gets that Aghanim, she's gonna drop towers really fast. She's gonna go for their heroes as well. Orbit looking really poor on that Gyrocopter though. Still hasn't put out his first like.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What build did he go for? 4-2-2. Oh, I can click now. Nope, you just click at the same time. That's me.
Yeah,
that's pretty sad. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Gyrocopter didn't really focus on farming, rather than more like going in the mid and try to do some rotation all around. But still, the network now is still pretty even, and Gyrocopter, if he put his mines to, usually he should farm with some stack faster than Winner would. But at the same time, she does have more farm than her, so farming is pretty easier at this point.
Well, that's exactly what Orbit's doing right now. He's farming the jungle.
But he does have a pretty weak farm at this point. If we're watching the network, it's gonna be Windrunner, but still, Gyrocopter, Quap, and Bloodseeker there. Oh, but there's gonna be initiation. There's gonna be Clockwork going in with that hook shot into Cog. Bloodseeker is gonna go down. It's gonna be called down. It's gonna be enough. Definitely, Clockwork is gonna go down. Even Earthshaker is gonna use that Echo, but nothing's gonna go to happen with it. Double Fisher. They're gonna try to do damage. Dragon Knight doing as much as can. Windrunner in the end. There's gonna be a power shot. There's gonna be Shackle. Abaddon is gonna go down. And Queen of Pain though, secure the kill on his Carrot Mage. Dragon Knight is getting low. Is this gonna be enough? There's gonna be a Fisher stolen by Rubik to get the kill on the Dragon Knight, and so Dragon Knight is gonna go down. Wow, what a fight once again. And Earthshaker barely missed the Rubik. That could have been another awesome kills by a long range Fisher.
Yeah, Rubik's dropping really low. He has no TP. He's just afraid.
If you're watching the fight recap, so the goal once again it goes for Quap and Rubik and Earthshaker and Windrunner. So once again, Windrunner playing amazingly, making sure that she doesn't lose gold at all, and she's pretty much 200 away for a 16-minute Aghanim Scepter, and that's gonna be really, really strong.
Every tower is gonna belong to her after that. She's just gonna run up any lane. Doesn't matter. She's just gonna stand there, wind run, focus fire that tower, get it down, switch to the next lane. Like that's gonna swing a lot more gold into Jig's side.
Definitely. Looks like she's gonna go bottom, securing her Aghanim Scepter in the bottom lane, and then most likely get ready to push that tower, because you do have that Aghanim Scepter and you push tower crazily. Can you click on Dragon Knight? What's his farm? Dragon Knight. There's definitely an item on the courier, right? I gotta click on the courier.
Nothing on the courier.
Okay, so Dragon Knight actually he's pretty poor. He's having a really rough lane, I think, from the start with the Abaddon Bloodseeker in his lane. But still, being Dragon Knight is pretty tanky. But there's gonna be Rupture. He's gonna use teleport right away, and they don't have any means of canceling that TP, so he's gonna buy some time. He's gonna go back home, and Windrunner does have that Aghanim Scepter, so pretty dangerous. Looks like she's gonna go home, making sure that she does have mana for the next fight.
The rich person in town. Top of the net worth by 200.
Definitely, I was actually like, oh, Earthshaker 3.6k network. How close is he from Bling Dagger? But since I cannot click, I was just waiting on you clicking on it, and he's 200 gold away, and that's gonna be actually really big for Chick. Because if they come by any initiation by the Clockwork, it's gonna be pretty good. Looks like a Queen of Pain and Rubik are smoking. Are they gonna attempt a kill on the Clockwork? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, for the pause. No. There's gonna be Fisher still. Oh my god, so much damage. amazing steal once again by Rubik, and at the same time, Dragonite is gonna push the mid lane. There's gonna be Fisher, there's gonna be the stun, and there's gonna be Mystic. There's so much damage. Gyrocopter is gonna get so much punish for trying that deny on the mid lane T1.
Yeah, that's actually not worth it at all. Like, MYI is gonna fall further behind because of that. Like, they pretty much traded a Clockwork for a tower plus a Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter already behind and doesn't have any stacks to catch up on.
Definitely, and looks like Clockwork, Bloodseeker though might go on the Windrunner, but there's a Cheeker really not far with that Blink Dagger of his, or he's gonna buy it or something like that. He's gonna buy it, so Rubik might want to go, but what is he still? He stole Power Shot, a bit of extra damage, not the disable he's looking for. At the same time, looks like Jig, they're ready to push top, but nope, not at all. Dragonite has decided to just keep farming bottom.
I think, well, Dragonite doesn't have Dragon Form up. I think the right choice is just to keep farming.
Oh yeah, you really have to keep up with the farm from both Queen of Pain and Bloodseeker. And actually, you don't really need that much. They do have that Afghan Scepter, so he's gonna pop it. Try to get some damage. Nope, not at all. He's not gonna pop it. Bloodseeker might find Clockwork here. He will, definitely. But there's gonna be a cog. There's gonna be initiation by the Earthshaker doing so much damage, making sure that Rubik doesn't go nowhere near. And Queen of Pain teleport, might try to look for an opportunity. Nothing crazy for her, and wow, great reflexes by the Earthshaker. Saw someone just right away do everything.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that's pretty amazing.
That's a lot of Dragonite games.
Yeah, that's definitely lots of Dragonite games.
Yeah, but now Fly's just gonna go for the tier 1 tower.
I mean, there's gonna be rotation by Abaddon and Abaddon itself, and that's pretty good. It's gonna pretty much secure that tower, and maybe Bloodseeker is gonna TP T2 bottom or something, try to get the Dragonite. It's gonna in the wood. Dragonite is gonna see it. Second most played hero on Fly. Oh my, so much Dragonite game. There's gonna be Rupture on the Windrunner. Not gonna do anything. There's gonna be Blood Right. She's gonna run away a bit, and oh my, so much damage once again. Earthshaker using that Fisher on the clock doesn't really do anything with it. And Windrunner is doing such an amazing job at leading the net worth. 8.5k. Pretty much far from the Co-op and most of Bloodseeker. That's mainly enough. Co-op has actually more farm, but all that there's gonna be rotation. Are they gonna defend? So looks like Mindton are actually gonna be able to defend that T1. There's gonna be the O-minus out on Dragonite. Not gonna do too much. But still, Jig forcing and lots of teleports grow in the bottom lane.
Dragonite pulling out his Ogre Club, do you think he's going straight for the BKB? Or he's gonna grab like a Sands or some shit?
Who?
Dragonite.
I guess BKB would be pretty good this game. Just you just, I cannot click on him, but yeah, I guess he could go for BKB, or I guess he would just want to go for oh, but there's gonna be Dragonite though he's in trouble. There's gonna be Rupture, there's gonna be Blood Right. He's gonna try to kill that Queen of Pain, but nope. Not, but there's gonna be a shit by Clockwork. He's gonna get the hook. He's gonna get the hook shot. He's gonna get the cock, but so much damage. But no, the Fisher into the cock pretty much stuck. Oh, but he does have a teleport scroll. Is he gonna stun him? Oh, that would have been amazing if he would have stunned him from bottom.
It's still on cooldown. He couldn't do it at all. But
I mean, taught him.
Pardon?
Taught him.
Oh, totem? I don't think he was close enough for that.
Yeah, that would have been pretty hard. But still, nice overall, good fight by Mindton, grabbing the Dragonite and the Clockwork, and yep. But still, Windrunner is farming, and I guess I'm not sure she's going Maelstrom Dagger first, but either of it is gonna be really good in terms of combos and damage.
Bloodseeker just farming away, trying to get that Sentient Gash for probably.
But this is an uncharacteristic game from Bloodseeker's Chickens MC Bloodseeker. Oh, but Earthshaker though, he's gonna get ruptured and he's gonna just TP out. Is it gonna be enough? Looks like it.
Well, there's a lot more damage coming out of Jake's side, so like Chicken MC is not able to live as much. Yeah,
but in all the past game he didn't die. He had lots of pressure on him and wouldn't die, but this game, 3 and 6. He does have the blade mail and he does have legit farm. He's pretty much second net worth in all game. But still, look at Windrunner. Skyrocketing with that farm.
Yeah, she's about to pull out a BKB as well.
She's going for Blacking Bar? Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna leave her uncontested to focus fire whoever she wants. Since nothing on NYI side really goes through BKB, well besides Rupture.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Looks like they're gonna go for the deny on that tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I guess they're gonna keep pushing, right? So Dragon Knight.
Well, they just
really been farming. He's 0 and 6. Nothing really going. Looks like he is going for the Black King Bar, and he's even gonna buy it before the team fight. He's like, if I die, I don't want to lose too much gold. Might as well buy a TP at this point.
Structures are fortified.
Look like there's gonna be. Looks like Mind 10 are getting ready. There's gonna be Rupture on the Windrunner, baiting that Rupture, backing a bit, and even Bloodrite is not gonna connect, so that might give an opportunity for Clockwork to just go in. But there's the homing missiles carrying him a bit. Are they gonna kill it? They're gonna kill the missiles. Dragonite is in the middle of everything. Earthshaker is gonna go in. It's gonna go on Gyrocopter. There's the Echo. He doesn't have time to use his Fisher, so Rubik killing him before it. And Windrunner trying to find somewhere to go. Looks like Jigganautz just gonna back off. But there's a, oh my god, great initiation. Jaro calm down is amazing. Everyone's gonna follow him, but the Windrunner, she's trying to escape. She's gonna use that TP, but she's gonna go dive full time while going away from my intent. And oh my, great combos by the Gyrocopter and overall all of my intent.
Yeah, my intent traded nothing for that 5 kills, so things are going well for them. They're gonna catch up really quick with that. Like we're gonna see. We're gonna see items flying out right now. See Jigganautz coming out on the Queen of Pain and a Yasha coming up for the Bloodseeker. My intent's only getting stronger from here.
Yeah, definitely. We're watching the network. It's pretty much past 2,000 gold one shot towards the way of MYI. My intent, like it was even, but pow, one shot going in the way of my intent, and so I really think that. Oh. I mean, that's the strength of dual lane, right? They've been dual laning from all the start of the game. Meanwhile, at some point, you get to rotate the trial in bottom. And there's gonna be initiation by Clockwork, but he's barely gonna miss the Bloodseeker. That could have been a pretty good kill because Bloodseeker looks like he's going for a Force Staff. I guess that's a cheap way to get out of Clockwork combos, right? But really, Dragon Knight, he's having such a rough game. He's 0 and 7, and Queen of Pain might actually find him. She's just gonna go using that poison. You're gonna use that scream, and oh nope. She's gonna force a TP. But during all the time that Dragon Knight TP's home, he doesn't farm, and this is being costly. He's nowhere close to the NTP in terms of farm.
Well, Dragon Knight's sitting at 5th, so he fell behind the Windrunner, Gyro, and the 2 mids on the
Clockwork though, trying to find a hook, target for the hook. Put the Scarlet Mage not far. Chicken MC, just hiding slightly in the wood, and he's gonna go home. He's gonna go mid T1 and
just farm.
Queen of Pain though, is she gonna try to go for a kill on the Windrunner? But there's our Shaker though, that could be a really good bait.
I feel like both teamers just gonna be fine.
Oh, Queen of Pain though, she's moving. There's gonna be. Oh, there's gonna be. Oh my, she's dead. Oh, maybe not. So much. Oh, there's the Echo in the end, making sure that she doesn't get away quite right. And great, and that's gonna secure Windrunner's BKB in. I think now that she can go for damage item in peace, she might actually be able to just outlast anyone in the next team fight.
She really is, but I think it's more for the damage than the.
I mean, they do have like Queen of Pain, less of damage, Queen of Pain, the poison, Gyrocopter. I mean, yeah, he's kind of right in the fact that maybe he could have gone all around it, but at the same time, if it's force her to, if it help her being in the middle of the fight, just killing the Gyrocopter Bloodseeker without too much. And he also, sorry,
Okay, there's 3 fights.
Bloodseeker, yeah, I'm dying, guys. And Bloodseeker also have Blade Mail, so I think Blacking Bar is pretty good option against the Blacking Bar from the Bloodseeker. Blade Mail from the Bloodseeker. I'm dying right now.
Oh, don't die till the game's over, Streets. Yeah, but both teams is playing a really passive game right now. Like, both teams just don't really have a goal of like where they should be moving right now. Clockwork's just grabbed the Invis rune and he's gonna be looking for a pickoff play. MYI sees something wrong, so they're grouping 3 together mid.
I'm back. I'm alive. Everything's alright. Yep. As for Dragon Knight, now that he's level 2, he's actually doing some stack. I think that's a great and smart way to recover for him. It's gonna help him maybe catch up to the Queen of Pain at some point. And Clockwork, Invisible Rune, trying to find someone in the top lane. There's sadly no one. And there's gonna be Rupture on the Windrunner. She won't waste any time. She's gonna TP right home instantly. And yep, she's like, oh no way, I'm getting out of here. Shaker.
Clockwork's on the Invis rune bottom, and he walked throughout the entire jungle to the top lane and found nothing.
Poor guy. Actually, oh my god, Earthshaker might be in trouble though. He's gonna use that Link Dagger and he's still there waiting for maybe an opportunity to get a good echo. Clockwork is gonna get cheated by Grubik and the Queen of Pain, and Scarlet Mage is gonna try to avenge him, but it's not much that a lone Scarlet can do. At the same time, looks like Bloodseeker is going for a kill on the Roche, and that's might be pretty hard for them to do so, but at the same time it's pretty sneaky.
Well, they have a medallion on the Vadin who's also tanking as well.
They really rely on the Vadin to link capability. And at least there's no way for Earthshaker or anyone to know that it's happening, so looks like that's gonna be a Roshan going in the way of Mind, and that's pretty smart, pretty sneaky, and that's gonna really help them in the next team fight. They do have a 3,000 gold lead at 28 minutes. Nothing too great, nothing too bad, just pretty much last team fight.
I think he's just gonna get all his HP back farming ancients.
There's gonna be a smoke going the way of Rubik and Queen of Pain, most likely. Once again, they want to kill that Clockwork again, but he's nowhere close. And there's gonna be a smoke for Jigs too. Looks like Clockwork leading the charge. He's gonna try to find, I guess, Bloodseeker, and that's gonna happen. They're gonna find a Baden, not the target you really want to go for. Bloodseeker though, oh, they're just gonna abandon that guy. Bloodseeker coming back. Is he gonna use Rupture? He's gonna use Rupture on the Dragon Knight plus on top of Blood, right? He's gonna touch the damage with a Blacking Bar. Gyrocopter though, using a Queen of Pain going in, but she's gonna instantly shackle and she's gonna go down. And Windrunner using that BKB, trying to fight. Oh, great echo, but 2 BKB, it's not gonna do anything. That's the name. Skyrat and Windrunner on the run. Bloodseeker though, crazy move speed. There's gonna be shackle and it's gonna land. Will it save Skyrat's life? He's gonna TP. Oh my, that's gonna be so tight. Oh, he's gonna die! That's so unfortunate. And that's for Windrunner though. She does have an Oh My missile, she's still running. So Bloodseeker doesn't really care though. Is he? Nope.
No, there's no way he's committing past 2 towers for that. Not after they had such a good trade already. All the cost MYI was 2 deaths and a buyback on the Baden, but they're able to knock out 4.
That's unfortunate. Like Bloodseeker, Earthshaker barely missed the double echo.
Yeah.
So
look at this Ruben with the focus fire, man.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
pew pew pew.
This machine gun brother, man. Like he even called it out. Easy push.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Dragon Knight though, he might actually get in a weird spot. There's gonna be triple TP. He's baiting it hard, but will he be tanky enough? He's gonna use that. Oh my, he's gonna go down, but actually he might have baited that Bloodseeker though. So looks like a okay-ish trade. They're gonna get the Aegis. Baden, they don't really remotely mind about it. There's gonna be Totem. Totem's gonna miss. There's gonna be Bloodstone up. It's gonna be Shackle. Shackle's gonna miss. So that's gonna be that Bloodseeker. But Dragon Knight for Bloodseeker. That's good. That's a somewhat okay trade, I guess. But once again, Dragon Knight is gonna fall again, and poor guy, he's having a really rough game.
Well, Jig got the better exchange in terms of golden EXP out of that. Well, it's because Dragon Knight doesn't have as much compared to the Bloodseeker, so I think the fight works out for them. The only
Yeah,
thing
definitely.
The only thing is Dragon Knight has Dragon Farm Walk, which they could have used to push another tower.
Yeah, and if we're paying attention to the total network, Windrunner's Gyrocopter almost caught up to Windrunner, which is kind of inevitable, and same for Bloodseeker. So all the early farm from Windrunner is not going anywhere, so they're gonna have to be really careful about it. Not going anywhere. Just catching up to her. But still, this hero just going for Daedalus, I guess. If she does get it at a reasonable timing, she's gonna do so much damage.
I think if she gets it anytime soon, that's pretty reasonable.
Or check her Clockwork. Are they gonna find Clockwork? Is he gonna go on Gyrocopter? Not sure yet. Looks like he second guessed himself, and they're gonna back for now. And Clockwork does have Blade Mail in the first half.
Yeah, Clockwork going for utility more than damage or
tanky, durability.
Yeah,
oh my, though Dragonite might get cut once again by the Bloodseeker. He's getting closer. That's gonna be Rupture. He's gonna back. He does have that Lacking Bar if he wants to use it. He's gonna use Lacking Bar, but oh my god, don't die. Alright, he's gonna make it. As for Gyrocopter, he's popping that Lacking Bar in the top lane, running after both Clockwork and Earthshaker. Not really accomplishing anything, but there's still Omang Missile running, chasing the Earthshaker and Bloodseeker. Is he gonna go? Using that blood right. Oh my god, so much damage. Cog gonna delay a bit, but still another kill on the Earthshaker. And wow, overall looks like Jig are getting outplayed. They're not accomplishing anything, and they keep dying over the past time. They just
Jig's just giving up too much to MYI. We starting to get confident enough to push a little bit further now.
Dragonite though might get caught once again, and oh my poor guy, he's gonna use that stun. He's gonna start running. There's no Rupture, so looks like he's alright for now. And Scarab Mage is gonna go using that slow and that silent Blade Mail, scaring him a bit. And Clockwork though might actually get it. Oh, he's gonna barely misses it, and he's gonna hook. Is he gonna go? Who are they gonna go for? They do have, oh my, Rubik barely getting out. And this isn't that bad. It's not the easiest target to kill. I always buy lots of time when you're gonna go for him. And
yeah, they're just gonna abandon him. So.
Oh my, that's gonna give MKB onto the Gyrocopter, and he's gonna get really strong, and he should start farming really fast. And yes, Windrunner does have the power to kill him pretty easily if she does get Daedalus, but at the same time, in terms of team fight, Gyrocopter is gonna do way more than the Windrunner alone.
And look at this Gyrocopter finally pulling ahead in farm, coming really close to Windrunner. Well, they're pretty much even right now. So
not quite yet. Who's gonna get the first last hit? Gyro. Windrunner though, she's using Windrun, she's gonna use Shackle. Is it gonna land? Is it gonna land? Is it gonna be enough? That's the question. Oh, but there's gonna be Fisher, there's gonna be Tatam. No, don't miss it. I was so scared. Alright, that's a really good pickup. Going to Windrunner is gonna bring her closer and closer to her Daedalus. And what about now? What about now, Statsman? For the second time in the game, Windrunner took the lead.
It was that kill on Queen of Fate, just boosted her a little bit further than Gyro.
There's gonna be a there's gonna be some sort of initiation. Clockwork and Earthshaker trying to tease a bit.
Clockwork should have just went on that Gyrocopter. He was pushed up to the river by himself before anyone to help him.
Still, in terms of overall farming, it's gonna be. Oh, yo, did he disconnect? we didn't even see you disconnect. You just connected back. That's funny. Oh well. Overall, I'd say that MYI are definitely farming a bit more. I guess that's the Gyrocopter factor. Always using that
It's
slack
still not
cannon.
that big either. Like 7,000 gold lead at 36 minutes. Like.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, he did win for a more battle build. He hasn't really been focused on farming, more of fighting with that Omang Missile build. Because if you do not get Omang Missile, you don't tend to fight, right? You're just gonna be, oh, I don't have anything to fight. I'm gonna farm. So he just more focused on stacking, using that Elm of Dominator. I don't even know if he has one. I guess he does have one, but
yeah,
I haven't really seen him stack that efficiently. But still.
Well, I think the main thing is he couldn't afford to stack because they were playing from. Oh, rough early game.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though if you look at the score now, MYI seems like clearly ahead, but they had a rough early game and they couldn't even get the stacks out. They didn't want it to get stolen, right? Because Dragon Knife with level 2 Dragon form.
Look, there's gonna be a smoke coming the way of Jig, and that could be. Where are they going? Are they smoke too? No, they're not.
Radiant's bottom tower
Alright,
is
looks
under
like they're
attack.
gonna Fly is leading the charge, Clockwork and Lurchaker waiting for their time to shine, and they're gonna go in the Roche pit. They're not gonna find anything, and the same thing for MYI. They're like, there's something's up. They definitely know something's up, and they might actually. There's gonna be smoke. They're gonna barely miss each other, and Windrunner does smell something. She's gonna go left, and she's actually gonna find that Queen of Pain.
She sees something.
Oh, but she's gonna get in trouble. She's gonna pop that BKB. She's gonna just start a fight with so much damage. A Gyrocopter, Queen of Pain doing so much damage. That's so unfortunate, and that's a nasty fight for Jake. They don't have anything. They're not organized. Scarlet Mage just gonna fall on the other side. Bloodseeker is chasing that Dragon Knight. Oh, he's gonna pop that Blade Mail, and poor Dragon Knight doesn't have anything to do with it. I guess he could just stun him when the stun's coming back. Bloodright is gonna connect, so he's gonna get even faster, but Earthshaker though he's back. Is he gonna use that Fisher? He could actually go with a Great Echo. Oh, Great Echo! That's gonna be Fisher, that's gonna be Totem. He's gonna grab up that Bloodseeker, is gonna force that out. Amazing recovery by the Earthshaker, making sure that Memoir won't push too fast, and Dragon Knight popping the ultimate is gonna go in, try to do some damage, but Rubik is gonna go in, he gets out of that dagger. Queen does she have refresher? Looks like she did 2 ultimates in a row, oh my.
Well,
She has an Aguilem, just a 45 seconds
No,
cooldown,
it's
right?
amazing cooldown, yeah, definitely right. Earthshaker though is gonna get, he's just gonna poke actually. Like she doing the plays all around, and are they actually gonna get that? Oh, Earthshaker though is doing amazing from Tel, but it's gonna be Fisher stolen by the Rubik. He's gonna get caught, and a bit over aggressive. Rubik playing like totally crazy right now. He's gonna die to Mystic Flare, but at the same time Gyrocopter pump BKB try to fight Windrunner though, all coming back with a crazy damage. Use that Windrun. They don't have anything to deal with her, and Windrunner try to get something on the Abaddon. Abaddon. I don't see him getting out of this one.
No, he got caught.
Radiant's bottom tower.
We're running ultimate coming up the ultimate now, too.
Pew pew pew. Alright, so Jake ultimately being able to hold, I think that's a big part of it was Earthshaker doing some shenanigans like never before.
Tower is under attack.
If we're watching this fight recap, so much experience going in the way of Jig. And in terms of
Gold as
network,
well.
nothing really
No, Jig went up by 3,000 gold in the last fight, a net of 4,700 after MYI's losses.
oh my.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But still, Memoir have such a big lead in Dragon Knight. I think like
just getting another kill on that Bloodseeker, that shackle.
oh, that's amazing though. So much damage. Windrunner, a co-op though is gonna find that Clockwork. He's gonna go down again. And Windrunner, she's on a mission. She does have that Biddling Dagger and that Windrun, so she might actually go for the plays. And gonna use that focus fire on Roshan, and Rubik though, Rubik Queen of Pain might try to do something about it, but they're nowhere strong enough to deal with that Earthshaker if he gets a Fisher off. Gyrocopter though, he's coming. He's gonna try, but looks like that's gonna be second. Aegis is gonna go for Windrunner, for Jig, and that actually might be a really wrong time for Gyrocopter to go in because Aegis is popping. He's gonna get focused now. Oh my god, Gyrocopter is getting low. He's trying to get away, but he's nowhere near gonna get close to it, and there's gonna be power shot. Doesn't do anything. Earthshaker actually does a really weird egg on the ground. He's gonna get the Fisher, he's gonna go on Queen of Pain, he's gonna stun her. Queen of Pain is gonna get out with help from Athletic Shield, and Windrunner, she's still going, using that Blink Dagger. She's gonna keep right-clicking, but Abaddon's a bit too tanky, and Earthshaker, is he gonna find co-op? He's not, and looks like they're gonna back for now, and another amazing fight going on there in Windrunner of a Jig. 2 great fights, and Windrunner played amazing that fight. She's been everywhere and getting shackled and damage done with the Blink Dagger combo.
Yeah, Windrunner really getting the picks that they need. Like, that focus fire with the data list, just so much damage. Like, she was able to knock down that Gyrocopter through his BKB with no problem at all. By the time Gyrocopter was able to walk from the pit along to the other side, he was dead.
And it was a really unfortunate moment by Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter was like, oh yeah, let's go in the pit, disrupt the Roshan, right? But when he came, Roshan was already dead, so he has all the attention of Windrunner for that instance.
Yeah, that's insane.
And also for Windrunner, yes, she has amazing more damage than let's say Bloodseeker and Gyrocopter, but in terms of teamfight, all that touch, Bloodseeker though, he's gonna find Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker's gonna fight Clockwork. He's gonna TP out. Not much happening actually. But yeah, like I was saying, Windrunner does have better single target damage, but overall, in terms of teamfight, Gyrocopter with Flak Cannon does way more if they get a good initiation.
Well, it's not just the initiation. MYI has to keep Gyrocopter guarded well enough that he will drop first. Like, not the road spec, but the spec before that. Windrunner
Oh, but Windrunner's gonna go on Gyrocopter. Coop is gonna try to help her, but nothing at all, and she's just gonna back and so much damage once again. And oh my, Bloodseeker though, gonna use Blood Right, nothing's gonna happen. And actually, Windrunner might try to go for him. Nope. Focus fire is up. Looks like Jigga ready to push, and oh my, Windrunner doing so much in this late game.
Yeah, Windrunner still hanging on to the Aegis. Hasn't used another BKB since she got that Aegis, so.
She's still at 6 seconds on the Black King bar, so the duration is not that too crazy, but in the term of damage she do per second, I would say that 6 or 5 seconds on the BKB is way enough for them to do the damage she needs to.
Yeah, well that 6 seconds is enough for her to take down any one of their core heroes.
Has fallen.
Dragonite is gonna go up, it's gonna try to get some damage going on the tower, and Critical Pain is gonna use her ult defensively, but they're gonna do a lift on the Windrunner. She's gonna get glimmered, nothing's gonna happen, and looks like they're gonna keep going for it. Gyrocopter is still being dead, Sonic Wave is being on cooldown, and this is the time for him to rupture Blood Right on the Dragonite, and he's gonna back a bit, and now at this point you might even want just tank it, just tank Blood Right over just level 3 rupture. Bloodseeker though is making a bit of chasing, not much gonna happen. And Windrunner, they have to be careful though, if they split and Windrunner catch one of them, he's gonna be dead.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think Gyrocopter had to, like, either way, if there is Windrunner or PA on the other team, you have to go for a Monkey King bar as your first attack item.
Yeah, definitely. You can. Yeah, they have to do something about her. But at the same time, it's like if MY don't really disrupt Windrunner or just Jig all around, which they don't have that much. Like they do have lots of control. They have ruptures and call down, which is amazing. Lots of slow work or control. But at the same time, you don't prevent enemy from attacking you. This is not stun. The really best. The only member of FYR who can actually like MYI who could lock down is Rubik. So Gyrocopter, even if he calls call down, Windrunner is gonna attack him. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
so it's so hard for him to just kill it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like with the DD on the Dragonite and the Windrunner, they're gonna grab the tower really easily.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And they could probably go for another if they're feeling really confident. Windrunner's still hanging on to the Aegis. It's about to expire any moment now.
And she does have 4,000 gold, so she's ready. Not sure what item she's gonna go for, but it's gonna give her so much damage.
I feel like she gets a Monkey King bar for herself as well.
Oh, Dragonite though. Look, he's getting bullied so hard by that Bloodseeker. No matter what happened, he's got a rupture and he's like, oh, okay, I'm going home. I'm gonna have to see my family, my mother. I'm so scared.
He's like, gonna go home to the kids. Yeah, but that's another BKB charge for Dragonite. He's now down to 5 seconds.
Yeah, at this point he doesn't really care, and Urshan's gonna back in 4. Aegis is talk, and we're gonna see what item Windrunner is gonna go for.
I think Windrunner goes for a Monkey King bar.
Yeah, I guess that totally makes sense. So much damage, and like I said, she doesn't have to play really defensive because MYI don't have that much lockdown for her. She doesn't like necessarily need that Lincoln Sphere or anything to make sure that nothing bad happens.
Well, she already has the BKB and she's walking around with 2400 HP.
Yeah, I mean, it's more about the magic immunity or protection because I guess that 2300 HP could go down really fast at this part of the game.
Yeah, we're gonna see Dragonite pick up a Heaven's Halberd as well.
Who bought the Albert?
Dragonite.
Okay, that makes sense.
So with that Halberd, although that evasion is not gonna come in handy.
Oh, but they're gonna find a Windrunner. She's gonna pump BKB. She's gonna attack that Rubik. But though, is she gonna get out? There's Rupture. She's just gonna go down. Oh my. Oh, there's gonna be a just gonna escape right now, and that's an amazing kill. Trading the Rubik for the Windrunner, and oh my.
That's going definitely in the side of MYI, and they're gonna go check Roshan probably. They're gonna try and pick it up.
Yeah, Roshan's back in 2 minutes. That's gonna be a really fast respawn from Roshan. It's almost like almost the shortest respawn timer.
Yeah, but while they're waiting, I guess they're gonna push up bottom lane a little bit. Both teams having a lack of T2 towers, so not much to push unless they're going high ground.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like MYI, they're gonna try to debate the buyback on the Windrunner, which totally makes sense because at this point of the game, if you do get that gold, you're gonna prevent so much damage out of her. But at the same time, they have to be careful about that Earthshaker. He's gonna slow down. He's gonna use Fisher, preventing the creep from going in. And there's gonna be blood right
coming out.
Looks like they're trying to get ready. Earthshaker using that Fisher, trying to stall as much as possible. There's gonna be a deny from Dragon Knight. And yeah, 0-10 Dragon Knight, poor guy.
Well,
14 and 3.
Exposed rack after 47 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's really dangerous. But still, that's really good for MYI. They're just gonna back against. They're just gonna monitor Roshan a bit. Just gonna most likely really wait it out. Because if they do, whoever gets Roshan at this point is gonna have Aegis and Cheese, and that's gonna be really brutal for whoever gets it. 52 seconds.
Yeah, and Jig constantly scouting it with the rocket flare, whereas MYI doesn't really have the ability to do the same. They just gotta stick close by and just wait for this.
And actually, they might just get in, and or Roshan's gonna Windrunner though might find Bloodseeker. Shackle's not gonna land, but still there's gonna be BKB and Bloodseeker though. Not too much crit unfortunately, and wow, no crit actually, not even one. That's kind of unfortunate.
They could be the 10-second BKB on the clockwork as well.
Still, like, Roshan is gonna back, so if they discard him off and just go back to Roshan, that could be a really nice Roshan.
Queen of Pain gonna pick up the Scythe device as well.
He's back.
Love for the big man.
Yeah. For the poor guy.
That everyone kills.
Alright, so looks like Jig knows that Roshan is up. Dragon Knight being the kind of guy he is, but a smoke. Switching towards the support role at 49 minutes in totally makes sense. And sadly for him, he won't have a dragon, Elder Dragon form at this point.
No, it's gonna be down for another minute, but if they smoke him and grab the Roshan without MYI noticing. Looks like MYI smoking as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be like I'm really wondering what's gonna, like, whoever wins this engagement is oh my, that's like could be the decisive fight. But they do scout out this Carrot Mage and they know that they're in, so oh my god, all of them are inside. That could be a really good spot for a Chicker to get it. This is gonna be disrupt. Oh, nice shackle by Windrunner. Gyrocopter is gonna go down so fast, nothing Abaddon could do about it. Bloodseeker chasing that Earthshaker. He does have Glimmer, so he doesn't know where he is. And Carrot Mage is gonna get the kill so fast by the Earthshaker though, doing so much damage. Using Fisher taught him, making sure the Bloodseeker doesn't go too far. And another amazing shackle by the Windrunner, doing so much all around, but she's getting really low. She's gonna try to TP out. Is she gonna make it? Oh my god, she actually TP out. And Dragon Knight though is trying to do his thing. Bloodseeker trapping through the cog and doesn't really do anything. And Earthshaker, great Fisher, double, oh my god, double Fisher plus Queen of Pain though, she's getting really low. And oh my god, there's gonna be 4 for 1 going the way of Jig and Abaddon now. He's getting pretty much cornered. There's Cog, there's Battery Assault, there's Totem. Not much he can do. Full team wipe going the way of Jig and oh wow. Amazing fight going their way.
Are they too low to take Roshan now? Or are they still gonna try force it out?
Dragon Knight is gonna do it. 300 health, 36 armor, I think. Yeah.
No, he has a 8 charge 1.
No, I mean he's Dragon Knight. He shouldn't be that bad. Alright, so much damage going the way of and they actually, I cannot click on Windrunner, so she's dropping TV, so I guess she doesn't have room for the Aegis, and the dragon is gonna eat his pair of cheese and he's gonna sit up in position back, I guess. Alright, get it dragon. Alright.
Dire's
I didn't see the
bottom tower is under attack.
team fight recap, but if we're looking at the network, we're pretty much back to 0. That's amazing. That's Windrunner taking. I know, right? Because that's the best. Yeah, that's.
Well, the main thing is like the Shackle hit the carry, who's dealing all the damage, and also hit the Abaddon.
Yeah.
Joralus have saved the carry. When
Yeah, exactly. It's like your target in that fight is to kill Gyrocopter before he does too much damage to your team, and you want to make sure that the Abaddon doesn't heal him or doesn't disrupt your stun. That was amazing. Yeah, Shackle going the way of Mercy, please. And I cannot click. All right, I can click now. Dude, this is. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, I'm not stuck. All right. So what is the item on the Windrunner she bought?
She bought boosted travels.
Okay. I mean, if we saw that the speed that Gyrocopter went down, it's fair to say that she doesn't really need more damage at this point. Even though that's always fun to have more damage.
Well, I think the main thing was that she had to drop her TP for the Aegis, and she still needed something to TP around with.
Yeah, something definitely.
But hey, she's still walking around with almost 6,000 gold, so.
Yeah, I mean she's gonna trade Aegis for either MKB or anything basically. So there's gonna be another smoke going away of Jig, and that could be really dangerous from MY if they get caught in the crazy shackle. Windrunner going in, she's gonna get shackled, she's gonna get Bloodseeker, she's gonna pop BKB. Actually no PKB pop, but Clockwork, great initiation. This is gonna be, oh my god, Clockwork getting 2-person in the cog, and it's not over yet for MY. This is Queen of Pain pushing the bottom lane with that Maelstrom. And Gyrocopter, does he have buyback?
Gyrocopter does not have buyback.
Oh my god, that's pretty
short.
Oh, that's pretty brutal. Looks, oh, yeah. Windrunner is gonna go in. It's gonna use that focus fire, getting that tower down, and blood right.
Gonna get caught by that blood right though.
Yeah, I mean, what.
Oh wow, just a missed a bit.
All right, so let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, looks like it was not too long. Oh my. Alright.
Alright.
Dun.
Do you know the rules for the pauses street light?
There's just no rules, it's just about manner at this point, I guess. I don't know all the rules for this tournament that we're casting, but at some point, just let it out. It's not like they were keep pausing. I know that's obviously been with all that would happen earlier was kind of sad, but still at this point.
It's just some bad manners coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, I don't know what to say about this.
Looks like there's gonna be some lag, I don't know.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Either way, Jig's gonna take the rack. Chicken MC's gonna lay down one of his blood right face.
Oh, but there's gonna be cheap stick on the Windrunner. She's definitely okay. There's gonna be Glimmer used on it, and still, right, she's gonna go up doing some more damage on the tower, and slowly but surely building her dying. And there's gonna be the summon. Our Jigger's going in. Queen of Pain is gonna maybe go down. She might actually live it. Oh no, barely. Last stick from the Stickler is gonna save her. Bloodseeker though is gonna run away a bit, and oh my, so much damage. Great initiation by Clockwork, making sure nothing's gonna happen. And Gyrocopter though he's gonna be back, and he does have all those damage items, so he might actually be able to do some damage. But he's against the clock because they might actually. Oh, but Bloodseeker is going using that blade mail, scaring that Windrunner a bit, and she's gonna go down. She's gonna go down. Aegis is pop, and Jigganautz doing some damage, but it's funny way. He's gonna use the cheese though, and Earthshaker is gonna come back once again, doing those crowd control. But Gyrocopter though is coming with the big damage. Use that flag. He's gonna kill the Dragon Knight, and Windrunner though she's gonna try to do her damage, and nope, she's gonna just fall back for now. But Rubik though, will he cancel her TP? Oh, there's gonna be Fisher, and she's not gonna go anywhere. There's gonna be Oh My Missile. There's gonna be Great Shackle going all the way, but will it be enough? Looks like Windrunner is in lots of trouble, and she's gonna go down. So that's a 4-for-1 going the way of MY. So they actually have a room to start pushing, but Wouldn't be surprised if Jig do have buyback because all that golden gold they just got. If I could click, I would tell you guys, but I cannot.
Everyone on the Jig side has buyback.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, so they're all prepared for that, so they can't really just like TP block, go for YOLO push type of thing. They can try though.
I mean, you're at the part where baiting buyback is always a good idea. But at the same time, I mean, Queen of Spades is back. I don't know if she has boots of travel, but this is a really good timing. If Memoir go and just go for a mid rack. I don't think go for the games because it's gonna be obviously hard, but I really think that if they go for the mid tower and get the rack, that's gonna be really help them in just securing.
I think they have to go for the game.
True. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna go for it. Runner didn't buy back just yet. Scarlet made videos, Glimmer, he's gonna back a bit and Windrunner is gonna buy back. This is gonna be Clockwork giving some disruption. And they're gonna try to buy. Oh, great echo by our Cheeker is gonna get 2-man echo. This is gonna be Fisher, he's gonna right click. Oh, Bloodseeker though, looks like he's alright. He's gonna run away from it. Power shot is barely gonna miss. Bloodseeker, is he alright? Is he gonna go back? This is gonna be kneeling from an Abaddon. And oh, Cheeker once again doing so much down there. And Gyrocopter instantly buyback. Abaddon though, he's gonna go down, and for 76 seconds and 80 seconds without without the Abaddon nor Queen of Pain and Windrunner go, she's gonna find that, oh, the Great Shackle and Bloodseeker, she's gonna go down, and there's gonna be the manner pause.
Yeah,
and
pause is what we're gonna call it.
I think, yeah, that's the manner pause, but that's definitely gonna translate most likely in a GG, and looks like Jig just gonna get ready to push the mid lane. This is 104 second without the Bloodseeker, but there is the Gyrocopter who's up, and lots of booster travel getting by the Gyrocopter popping that Black King bar.
There's no buyback on that bar.
Yeah, there's no buyback. Oh well, looks like there's a bit of more manner talking coming back once again, and
I love our team, so much manner.
yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, there's a manner. I mean, I guess it's obvious that you're pretty sad, but still, even though that was an amazing game with amazing play for both players all around, it was really exciting to watch. But in the end, Jig do get the thing. That was an amazing game, and that's gonna seal the Ontario. Oh my god! Yeah, eSports series. Ontario. That's gonna seal the deal for the Ontario. Jig is gonna come back. Is gonna win the set 2.